Yo guys, what's up? It's Cole here. Not really going to give much of a silent treatment today. I pretty much only want to talk about how I've been feeling recently. Just to give a little bit of update, it's been a little bit since I uploaded. I've learned that I don't know what I want in a lot of ways, and I thought I did for a long time. Uh, I've not been feeling too well recently, and I don't really know what to do. All of this is really caused by a few things. One, I'm going to graduate college soon. Ignore that. That is my alarm to take my allergy medication. I'll do it right now. Why not? Just so it's done. Um, but it all started with a few events. Um, if you hear any knocking in the background, that's my turtle. I don't know what he's doing right now. Um, he appears to be doing something very stupid, but he's safe. So it all started with a couple things, um, and why I feel so bad. Losing one of my two best friends and someone that was like a brother to me a few months back. You know, never really got grief counseling for it. I kind of just took it as well as I could in stride. Probably wasn't a very smart decision. Not really much I could do about it now. Um, but I have support and I have love. Um, it's just hard. Um, and then I think I mentioned that I'm going to graduate college soon. Um, but yeah, just the job market. I'm so uncertain because I'm in engineering and I've done a lot, but I'm like in software, and so it feels bad because you know I applied to over 100 places, and I've gotten like maybe 3 or 4 interviews total, um, just because it's so hard right now. And the degree that I was taught was very old, and that's not to its detriment, because I think I understand things fundamentally, but I don't have like the skills. If that makes sense. Anyways, that's not what this video is about. Um, I don't know. I've just been happiest when I'm with Madison, my beautiful partner, and when I'm doing things. I realized that I'd like to stay busy, and um, you know, when I'm not busy and things build up, I get paralyzed by not starting things. I should just do it, and that's why I'm recording this video, because I've been kind of paralyzed because I've had a lot of busy things recently, and I do apologize for that. But yeah, I realized I don't know what I want. You know, a lot. I realized a new direction maybe for the ones that I have, which is not really to have like a super super duper successful life. Obviously that's glamorous in its own way, and it has all of its privileges, but I just don't really care for it. In a lot of ways, I've been just spending time, you know, going to the mall or trying out food or hanging with some friends, um, and that's what life's really about. And it makes me really depressed with like a lot of the things that's happening in the world. You know, the genocide in Palestine, um, the current state of of the United States. Luckily, there was a little win recently um, in New York. If you know, you know. But yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of pain and suffering in the world, and people are very, very divided. If you have different opinions on that stuff, that's fine. Um, I probably won't spend time with you, but I am more than willing to debate about it. Uh, Seriously, but yeah, I just don't know anymore. Um, I'm trying not to cry. Uh, didn't want to in this video. Uh, it's pretty late right now. It's like 11:23 p.m. Um, yeah, I just don't know. Um, you know, for the longest time, I've said I don't have regrets or anything like that. In the last few months, I realized that that's not true. Uh, and I augment that saying, because what I meant is, I get a lot of messages and importance out of events that happen in my life, and that's what I really mean. And it's true. Um, when my friend passed, I had a lot of regrets. I wish I could have spent more time. Wish I could have been there. Uh, Lots of amazing things that we talked about. The day before it happened. Um, you know, it's just some things. I don't know if I want to talk about that anymore. Uh, but um, regrets with other things in my life too. I kind of regret choosing this degree program. I realize now I like to do things with my hands. That sounds a little strange. Um, I'm happy. I make myself laugh. Nobody else. Because I'm stupid. Um, but I realize I like working with technology, but interfacing with software and stuff like that is very, very. It's not hard for me necessarily. It's just not what I prefer. Um, I like to be able to see things, and be able to work with them in like 3D space, hands on and stuff. And yeah, I have a lot of regrets with that. I have a lot of regrets with keeping up um, like the good boy image, like the studious, everything seems perfect to my parents kind of way. Obviously, I've had fights with them. That goes without saying. I think I'm also sad and have regrets that I didn't go to college, like live on a campus somewhere. I think I would have thrived there, and it really would have shaped me into a better person. I probably wouldn't have ended up doing the things that I've done. Um, which would just be very, very lonely. And that takes a toll. That especially takes a toll when you know how amazing life can be when you are alone. Um, yeah, I don't want this to just be about regrets. Um, but yeah, I've been feeling it lately. Um, Yeah. I thought about, getting into streaming and doing other stuff like that. But then today I was once again paralyzed by the idea that, well, if I start streaming, then what if I just quit that too? Um, if in my head, I feel like I've quit YouTube again, and so it's hard for me to start again. And that's why there was such a long gap. Pretty much every single time I do YouTube, there's been a super super long gap. You know, because I did YouTube when I was really young too, like 12 years old. There's still YouTube videos online of mine you can find when I was doing Minecraft YouTube. Um, and looking back, everybody says like childhood is so much better. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it was a lot simpler, and that's why I think people conflate a lot. Um, yeah, I'm working to live my life in a more me way. I don't think for the longest time I was living up to that. Recently, I bleached my hair for the first time ever because I said I wanted to try Liberty Spikes, and I enjoy how they look. I get compliments by them. People think they're cool. I think they're cool. They're a little annoying to do, um, at times, especially when your hair is a little damp. But yeah, I'm happy I'm not crying anymore. Uh, Obviously, it's good to cry. Please, if you feel like you should cry, just let it out. Bottling that doesn't help at all. I'm trying to live more. I know this is going to be just a very long stream of consciousness, like video that doesn't really make any sense to anybody. But that's all right, and probably only like 3 people are going to watch it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Um, but I'm trying to foster, me living more in the real world because for most of my life I grew up playing video games. I grew up, engrossed in things. Not to say that I neglect that side of me, right? So I'm not going to try to teeter in a way that's going to hurt me because I still read manhwa and I still watch some YouTube and I still occasionally will, if a game is super interesting or somebody wants to play a game, I'll still play. Um, I'm trying to live more in the real world, um, because that's where I have a lot of fun. I love going to the mall and just walking around. I don't even have to buy a single thing. Looking at the stuff and talking and joking around with people that I love is so fun. Um, yeah, I don't know if you guys would like more vlog content or more whatever content. Doesn't matter to me. I might even, who's to say I might not just do TikTok or something. I don't know. There's a lot of options in this world. Um, but yeah, I'm really, really nervous about the future. Anxious. Um, I'm kind of scared, and that's fine. Hopefully. Um, but yeah, I haven't been feeling too well recently. I hope that turns around. Um, am I leaking snot out of my nose right now? Yes. That probably will get cut from the video or not. Who's to say if I feel like editing this at all? Um, but yeah, this has ran on for a long time. If you see me again, you see me. And if I don't upload for a while, that's all right. I might try TikTok. I might try streaming. I tried streaming in the past and I liked it. I'm very scared of I don't know, being alone. That's a good way to put it out. I realize I'm very very scared of being alone, um, and I thrive better when I'm with people. And so living in the middle of nowhere with no friends around, and a lot of my friends prefer to just play games and not really do too much. Granted, I'm also guilty of not inviting people to places. I'm once again just scared of rejection. So that's there's a lot of things, a lot of gears moving there. But yeah, be safe, guys. Seriously, um, don't don't be alone, unless you want to, and then in which case, sure. But seriously, don't be alone. Try to be happy. seriously, just follow your dreams. Um, it'll be hard, and I'm also struggling with trying to follow them. Because I think I'm like a decently funny guy, and I'm still not following him. I don't know what that has to do with the Exodus video. Anyways, bye. Okay, bye. Be safe. Good luck with your life. Bye bye.